All right, today I have a new shed I got from Amazon that was sent to me to put together and try out and give a review on. This one, as you see in the thumbnail, it's 10 by 12, it's blue, and some of the reviews say the instructions are real poor. I took a glance at them real quick and they don't look too bad. I've done other ones that are a lot harder than this one, but we're gonna definitely find out in this video. Right here behind me are the packages that you get when you buy the shed. You get 3 different ones, this one, and this one. They did get rained on, so I ripped the top of the boxes off to make it easier for the video and to show that nothing got wet or rusty. It is quite heavy, so you're gonna want someone to help you probably. But you can see all our steel sheets here. One thing I noticed right off the bat is the steel sheeting is quite thick compared to just different brands of steel makers and all that, and especially the corners. I believe this might be the door. Where's the corner at here? Here's the corner. Here's the corners, but it's, let me get focused on it there. There we go. Definitely nice and thick. It's not flimsy. Like, I'm not going to drop it and put a dent in it like a pop can. Each one of the boxes have a piece of paper, the warning label, and a piece of paper saying exactly what is inside of this box, which is helpful for when we grab the instructions and start to put it together. This box is wrapped up, and I just ripped the corner off to see what was here, and it looks like we have some hardware pieces, and our little washers, and the little, kind of like a little self-locking nut for some of the screws, it looks like, maybe the vents. But we got stuff in there. Also, it said find the hardware here. Yeah, find hardware here, as well as up there. You can see that's where the hardware is labeled. So everything seems to be labeled really nice so far. All right, I just wanted to show inside of this hardware right here. These are the screws it comes with. If you ask me, it's pretty good, high quality screw. And a lot of times, like with these pre-built garages or barns or sheds, whatever, they send just the cheapest screws that you can't hardly hang on to with a good Phillips bit, and they fall off or they're too long. These ones are nice and short with a nice deep spot there for the drill. And like, in my opinion, that's gonna make things so much easier and faster, just because you can hang it on there and it doesn't fall off like some. You do that and they fall right off. These ones don't seem to. They stick pretty good on a worn out bit, so pretty impressed with that. And let's look at the instruction pamphlet before we get to it. Got some pudding on it already. Everything seems to be labeled out nice. Tells you everything you need, all your tools you need to do this. Says, let's see, 3 or 4 people, 7 to 10 hours. I'm doing this by myself, but I work construction trades for a lot of years. So doing something myself, a lot of other people might not be able to do. So I'd recommend having someone help you. But looking at this, it appears everything is nicely labeled. Like, here's your base, and everything has labels on it. So you can't really go wrong there. Let's look at step number 1, just so you have an idea of what you're getting into when you get this. Yeah, step number 1. You can see, I can see how somebody could get overwhelmed by that, but it's really not much there for the base. Looks like we put our base on, and then, let's see, then we do our corners. It shows it right there. So it's nice and easy. You're not doing the whole frame of the little, like, 1x1 galvanized. You just do the base, screw on your corner, and then put another piece up in the center, and then the top, which makes sense. That steel's nice and heavy and thick. It's going to hold it, and it'll just be a lot quicker and easier like this, instead of trying to build that rectangular frame, and doing the ones like that are a pain in the butt. Not saying they're bad, they're just a pain. But I'm going to go ahead and start putting this thing together step by step. I'll show you little parts and pieces of it until we're done. It is going right here. I guess I can set up a camera and do a time lapse so you can see everything that's going on. All right, so last night I worked on it till I don't know, about 11:30. I was making too much noise, so I had to quit. But I woke up this morning and it's super windy outside, and I didn't have any of my roof trusses on yet, and it started bending the barn a little bit. It just did a little bit of damage, but I didn't take the time to level this yet. I just kind of threw the base down, started screwing everything down. Everything's pre-drilled, so I figured if I go in the holes where it's pre-drilled for the walls, once I start doing the roof, I can square it up, level it out, and then that's going to lock it in place to where it won't move. But I did get these trusses up. I'll show you one right here. They go on the bracket, they bolt there, nothing, or screwing a bolt. You got to put those brackets on. It's pretty easy. I did it by myself, but it would have been way easier if I had somebody to help me hold those up there when I was trying to do it. And it was windy. Flip the camera around so you can get a better picture. Got our brackets on, screwed those on. Got to put my window in yet, but you get the idea. But I'll go ahead and I'll get the rest of this on after I square it up perfectly, and we'll check it out when it's done. Got the shed all done finally, and I am standing here in the back corner. You can see everything is sealed up, closed up, and put together. My final thoughts on putting this thing together is I did it by myself. I'd recommend having someone help you. The dimensions of the shed, just so you know, if you're curious, touching my tape over there on the wall and over here, the inside, the width of it, I'd say is 112 and a half, so 9'4" and a half. So 9'4" wide, and we'll see how long it is now. And our inside dimension for length is 136 and a half. And last thing, I'll go ahead and I'll check the width of the door for you. So touching my tape over there on the edge of the door, and we got, looks like 55 inches. So your opening is 55 inches wide, and touching down there, and the height is about 70 inches. Here are the windows that are in it. They have the plastic frame, the plexiglass right here. The plexiglass doesn't slide out or anything. It just stays in there. But you can put these wherever you want, in the front, on the sides, or in the back, wherever. You get two of them. The doors, they have the nice stainless hardware and the screws and the bolts, everything that you need to put it together. The doors are pretty heavy duty. They got this bracing right here, the 3 pieces. The steel is pretty thick, so it's pretty solid. You can see when I squeeze it, it's pretty solid. And the one door has these pins, so you can lock one of them and to pull it up, twist it, it unlocks it, and you can open it up just like this right here. Whoops. That unlocks it right there. Open it up, and the doors open all the way until they touch the other side, so 180 degrees. It's got that trimmer on the roof so you don't see any of the sharp edges, and a nice peak piece keeping everything covered. These are just plastic vents. There's no screen on them. They just bolt in. But overall, real nice. I did the concrete in it just to keep the dust out of it and kind of give it a little bit of curb appeal. But it turned out looking real good, and if this is something you're looking for, I would definitely recommend this. Definitely high quality build, and it's going to last a long time.